Avatar Nation.
Alrighty, hey everybody, how you doing? I know this is later than usual when we come on, so feel free to thumbs up the live, feel free to subscribe as well to the channel. Hope you guys had a pleasant day and everything is a-okay. I know there's a lot going on. There's definitely a lot going on. So give me 1 second as I try to do something real quick. Hold on. All right. Let's see. All right. So I hope you guys are doing a-okay. Everything is great. I just want to say hello to the people who are here. What's up, Donna H? How you doing? What's up, Rosie Go Lightly? Thank you too for being here. Thank you for being a member and everything. All right, let me bring up the agenda real quick. Hold on 1 second. So you know what we're talking about. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So this is the agenda that I have for you guys today. There's a lot going on. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I want to change this background real quick to something more soothing. All right. So first up, let's talk about the whole Kwame Brown. I know a lot of you guys have seen that I'm posting Kwame Brown videos. It's something to do that's new, something different than the casual or the normal things that we do over here. Plus, I think it's very interesting that this whole situation with Kwame Brown and the people with the Breakfast Club and ESPN is, evolving in the way in which it is. He's also given us some insights into various things that we did not have knowledge about. So it was definitely something I find interesting and different, and something that you can find you can learn from. They don't deal with the regular back and forth repetitive stuff that we got going on. So yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, because I don't think it's gonna last too long. I think he's gonna move on from that. I don't see it going any further unless he wants it to. Maybe he'll get his own show out of that. I don't know, but the way I see things, like he did a whole video today where he didn't even say really any curse words, and we know in his previous videos has been this and that and this and that and all that other stuff. And today, I guess, I don't know if it was because of Sunday or maybe somebody reached out to him and be like, yo, we appreciate your message, but it's somewhat being lost maybe in the terminology and vernacular he was using. So maybe he changed it. And now maybe once again it was Sunday. It was also a message dealing with, the youth and coding and why he gets paid more than a teacher, and a lot of good stuff was said in that video. But then again, you never know. Monday they may just start it back up again. You never know. You never know. All right. Next up, we're going to talk about Houston bread. All right. So a lot of this stuff I'm gonna talk about has nothing to do with me. Y'all gonna do what's none of your business, but I'm doing verbal commentary and analysis. So so yeah, so the whole thing with Houston bread, I just want to say Houston bread. Houston bread used to be over here. Now she's over on Jay Dunn's platform and stuff like that. I don't have it. I mean, I really don't care. So when people spin that narrative, oh, you jealous? No, hell no, I'm not. What I'm saying is, it's really weird that like Houston bread is taking up a lot of Jay Dunn's battles, and she's not taking them up like rah 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 rah, but she's speaking a lot or about no, well, speaking for her. It seems a lot, or trying to give rationale to the things that she does. And I seen her pop on the other panels. It may have been, I'm not sure. It was on somebody's panel. I'm not gonna say their names because I'm not sure. But it was weird. Like she was speaking up for her. It's like, oh, I'm not speaking up for her, but don't you think this is? And I'm like, wait a minute. When did you become her spokesperson? And I'm just like, you need to be careful, Houston Bread, because once you pull away from her, or you want to leave, that's when a lot of people have a lot of issues with her. Going from hard candy to we even know other people. So I don't know why you're so entangled with her. I mean, that's your right. You could do whatever, but when you pull away from her and she grows attached to you, you're gonna have the hardest time um pulling away from her. So I mean, I think you've even shown yourself to her because she said that something about your what kind of hair you have. So I don't know why you would kind of sign up for those kind of problems. I don't get it. I don't know if you're all part of the same community and you feel some kind of attachment to her, but I'm just letting you know, be careful because when everybody leaves, and when that time comes, I hope you have signed up for whatever comes when you um, decide to leave. Just letting you know, just looking out. All right, what's up, Donna H? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you once again for your support of the channel. What's up, son, Donna H? And once again, hello to Rosie Go Lightly. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying to Houston Bread, and I'll be the first person to say it. That situation don't concern me. It's none of my business. But I'm like, I've just seen Houston Bread, like I said, pop up on other platforms, being her Jay Dunn spokesperson, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, what's going on here? And it's just weird. It's just really, I don't say weird because weird is too strong a word. It's just concerning because when Houston Bread decides to pull away, I hope she doesn't have an issue doing so, because of the way in which Jay Dunn has a documented history of not letting go. So be careful, girl. All right, the demonetized YouTube worker. What's up, Aisha? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope all is going well with you. Thank you for stopping through. Well, if you want to, make sure you also subscribe to Aisha's channel. Now, I don't know if you want that kind of traffic over there, but she's got a channel. Make sure you check it out. All right, the demonetized YouTube worker. And the reason why I say the demonetized YouTube worker, because as we know, Kwame made a video about her video or her channel being demonetized and things like that. It should not be a problem, since Kwame says that she works for YouTube and Google works for her. So I'm sure she'll get an answer regarding tomorrow about why it was demonetized. What can I say? I mean, where can we start with the situation with Kwame's channel? I mean, they're cracking down on that. I mean, even when they came when they came out with that whole thing where they said that they were going to put ads on videos that weren't even monetized, I'm like, that was like, wake up, people. Like, they're going to allow you maybe to still have your platform and your voice, because I don't think they want to get in trouble regarding censoring people's First Amendment right, the freedom of speech. But they're sure as heck not going to compensate you for your terrible speech. Let me just say that. They're not going to compensate you, and I think they're moving into that way so they don't compensate people or put people in a program that are not. It's not consistent with what they want to be with their advertisers and things like that. The last thing they want to do is piss off advertisers because, as I said earlier, for those who were there, that the platform owner makes billions upon billions off of just advertising alone. So they definitely don't want to put hook up the wrong people with the wrong advertiser, and they could have done that. So I'm not surprised that she got demonetized, just because some of that stuff that she was saying was just nasty and vile, and I've been an outspoken critic of it. And people are, well, you had her on your platform, but when she was over here, I didn't let her say that stuff, and she'll tell you that. Yeah, she even said I tried to stifle her. Remember that whole situation? You tried to stifle me, or she felt stifled. Well, you know, Google is stifling you too, and they're keeping the money in their pocket. So, and then she went on to say that she never obtained the money or whatever, and then the people who send her money, they need to seek to get it returned. I don't think that works that way. I think they may actually keep it. I think they have something saying that they do keep it. I don't think they refund it, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong. The optics of the situation doesn't look right, but um, it was a financial transaction on their platform, and the user was not in accordance of maintaining or behaving in a way that was consistent with the way they wanted, so they may take it. That's what I know. So, Rosie Golightly says, "I wonder if they demonetized it because of the language or because of the flagging." Well, let me just say something with that situation. People can flag as much as they want. They're not going to take away something that has no proof. Rosie Golightly, I understand where you're coming from, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're not going to take away something that just because of a flagging situation, especially not dealing with that. Obviously, they go in and they do their research. And if you have a lot or a consistent amount of videos with that kind of language or that speech that's not advertiser friendly, then they're gonna, it says it all there. When people are put in that advertiser program or things like that, they let you know what is allowed, what's not allowed, what behavior they're looking for, what behavior is not acceptable, and it's within their right when you say okay, that they could take you out of it. So. Mhm. Yeah, I heard that. She said she had 500. Oh, well, it's 500 of Google's money now. What's up, Black Girls Code? How you doing? Did you hear Kwame Brown talking about coding and everything? So he was right on. I wish he would maintain his presence and speak about those issues as well as the banter too, so that people can hear his message and, um, focus on the real world issues as well as the beef, as y'all say, going back and forth. Okay. So let me see. Next thing. So that's the demonetized worker. Like I said, Kwani says she works for Google and Google works for her. So she should have an answer tomorrow once she goes into the Google office. So that goes back to showing, I guess. So there's 3 people who had their platforms demonetized. Well, actually 4, but I'm not gonna mention their names. That have had their platforms demonetized because of their online behavior. I think Google, YouTube is sending a clear message, although it may be a very generic message. They're sending a message to you. It's like, hey, we're not going to tolerate this on our platform. You'll still be able to make videos because we don't want to censor your First Amendment right of speech, but we're not going to tolerate that, and we're not going to reward you for that. So y'all just got to look at that, the optics of that situation. All right. So yeah, we talked about the demonetized YT worker. But like I said, she'll have an answer tomorrow, and I'm sure she'll let us know what they told her when she goes into the corporate offices tomorrow. All right, the next thing is the show revelations. There's a lot of stuff coming out about the show now and things like that. I mean, where do we start? So I guess the people who said they wouldn't go back to the show said they will go back to the show for a price. Tim Blaine said his price is $6K. Somebody said their price is $10K. So I think the whole issue really with the whole show stems with them not being compensated. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to compensate the people. And I think if they had compensated the people, then we wouldn't be having these issues. Now, I'm sure there will still be some issues, but to tell somebody, hey, come on over, we're going to fly you for free, and you're going to get some food, and you're going to have lodging. That don't that's the standard cost of doing business. I mean, that's nothing special. But when you don't compensate somebody, they don't feel as if like we all go to work to get compensated, right? Nobody goes to work for free and be, oh well, they let me sit in the place of business and was air conditioned and I had a seat and they gave me some free snacks and yeah, I feel great. No, no, no. People want something that they could take outside of that place of business and be able to get some kind of return on it, which is money. Okay, you get compensated for your effort so that you can go and have the freedom to buy or whatever, whether it be emotionally, psychologically, to feel rewarded for what you want to do, and then maybe turn that into something that you want or need. Um, Now I know, various people were saying, "Oh well, maybe 5 Big got paid 2K and all this other stuff, and I didn't get paid nothing." Well, I think in Hollywood it's standard practice for people to have different contracts. We've seen a lot of time where sometimes the women on different shows or movies weren't paid the same as the lead person, or even somebody who wasn't the lead person. So that's standard for everybody not to have the same, I won't even say the same, but close or comparable pay. It's happened many a time. I can't call off the top of my head, but it's been many a time where somebody only got paid 10K when somebody else got paid 100K. So it's just, I mean, negotiation, the art of negotiation. Some people don't know how to negotiate. Some people maybe don't want to offend the person that's giving them the opportunity. But I think a lot of this stems from people feel like they're being gypped, and then when you gyp somebody and then you mock them on top of that, you're not going to win any friends by doing that. So yeah, so that's that. It was interesting. I think that whole situation took place over on Joyce's live and things like that. Bama Girl now says she's not going. She said that already. So Bama Girl's not going. I think Bama Girl said she had a price too. So I guess if the show wants to go on, I think maybe it's time for them to pay up. Now these people saying they want thousands of dollars. That may be a drop in the bucket if they're able to get this show picked up and it's blows up. I don't know. I don't know. So that's what I have to say about that. The show Revelations. What else was revealed? I mean, there was a lot of stuff that came out. Joyce, somehow she was in the Orlando cast, and the person that she was working with was still in school, but Joyce had to, let her use her brushes and makeup. That was interesting. I think Joyce didn't know that that person was still in makeup school or whatever. So pretty much Joyce was working and teaching at the same time, so she was doing double duty. What else was revealed over there? What else? Somebody said they invited Rico so Rico can get with 5 Babe allegedly. What else was said over there? I don't know. You just gotta check it out. Just go to Joyce's live, and there was a lot of stuff going on. So then I asked Deanna, well, if you knew all this, do you feel like you're partly responsible? And she like, I did let him know. Well, I was like, Deanna, you should have sounded the alarm a lot louder, to be honest. Because Lord have mercy, look at all the fallout, and then people still went. Now, let me say this about Jay Wilson. Now, Jay Wilson um, said he ain't gonna go. I bet you if you wave that man a 10K check, I mean, excuse me, a 10K check in his face, he will show up. And you know that maybe Jay Wilson is speaking with Ty. I'm not. This is alleged. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't put it past him to speak with Ty and say, okay, well, if you want me on the show, obviously I've got a few going on with Sean, make for good TV, but I want 10K. I'm. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, he'll show up and nobody will know. Nobody would know, because if you go back to that video where Sean was threatening Jay Wilson and said, "I don't care if you work with Ty behind the scenes and show up," I'm like, wait a minute. You got to even worry about that? That the person that, you working with will do that to you? That spoke volumes to me. And so I wouldn't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Jay Wilson shows up on the show. Now he'll say maybe he won't. But I'll tell you that man's weakness is moolah. His weakness is moolah. Now I ain't coming for you, Jay Wilson. You even said you're all about the coin. Okay? So they may present the coin in your face and you show. So 10K, I don't know, 8K. I bet you Jay Wilson be there. And then they got the nerve to be talking, well, that's 6K to get me on the plane. I'm like, 6K they'll get you on the plane and they'll get you off the plane and they won't send you back. They're going to tell you, you know what? You take that 6K that we gave you and you'll find your way back. So I think it's time for them to pay up. And I know people are saying, well, that's not consistent. That's not consistent with a reality show. Well, all the heck that's been going on. Anyway, let me see what you guys saying. Black Girls Code says Jay Wilson is looking for a way to one up SB. Hey, if anybody knows anything, there's no loyalty regarding this production. And that even involves the recruiter, SB. I mean, it spoke volumes when he said, oh, I know production reached behind my back or reached behind the scenes to get James on the show. Now, wait a minute. You the recruiter, you the plug to all the people over here, but production don't respect you enough to not reach out to the one person you fell out with? That speaks volumes to me. So, there ain't no loyalty in this game. There ain't no loyalty to him. He's just a face. He's just a motion in the ocean, to be honest with you. So, what's up, Landon Brown? How you doing? Rosie Go Like This says, I doubt they have that budget. You never know. The pandemic allowed for a lot of resources that, to be pulled together. So, Black Girls Code said, I hollered when I heard them naming their prices. I was just like, dream big. Yeah, so dream big. All right. So we talked about the 2K. 5A was allegedly given 2K or paid 2K prior to her being on the show. This has got everyone in the uproar. We don't know if this is true or not. This is all speculation. I never heard that before, but they said it. So there may be some truth or validity behind it. Because you got to remember, 5A was a second choice. So maybe she had to get some motivation to do it. I know. All right, next up is security needed. I think whatever happens, whoever they get, there's definitely going to be some need for security. I think a lot of these people want to knock each other's heads off and kick each other in the chest and all this other stuff. So I definitely think there's going to be some security needed. I hope they have some security on deck. We did ask the question, or I think I did ask, would the show cover the people's bail if they were to go to jail? And I don't think I got a consistent answer of that for that or whatever. So I hope it never comes to that. But I think a lot of people have a lot of vitriol towards each other and things like that, where people may wind up in the slammer. Now, how in the world are they going to film this in Vegas in a hotel and nothing pop off where the police aren't called? Because some of these people are very loud. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. So, but I think security is needed, and Jay Dunn said the security guard was in the pool the last time in Atlanta. So I hope he's not in the pool this time. Allegedly. Don't get mad at me. I'm just doing my own verbal commentary and analysis. That's all. I'm trying to be as fair as possible. Because they say I'm messy. So I'm trying to be fair and not messy. All right. So yeah, security is needed. I don't know. Maybe they can get Big Man TV as a security guard. Maybe fly him out, incorporate him in the storyline, and have him at work in security. I don't know. Just maybe Big Man TV. I don't know. All righty. Let's continue. Or maybe put Honest Row on the show and have an honest edition. He could be Honest Row could be the host. Anyway. Uh-oh. Oh. All right. So next up is Tree versus Bree. Tree versus Bree. Now, if you don't know, Tree and Bree has some epic moments. Some of them include uh, one of these things right here. Here we go.
I'm gonna show my boobies. I don't
Oh,
want to
girl, I rest my case, Bree.
I'm gonna show my boobies. I don't
Oh,
want to
girl, I rest my case, Bree.
Show Tracy. Show Tracy. Oh my God. I don't care. Long as it didn't show my boobies. Long as it didn't show my boobies.
Well, I don't know if she showed the boobies, but Tree and Bree are definitely, I guess, on the outs of things, and they're going. I guess Tree is not happy with Bree and all the other stuff, but I knew Bree never felt it for Tree, stuff like that. Now I don't know why Tree felt that these people on these YouTube really care about her, and she gets all the crying and all this stuff as if this is some real life friendships and things like that. I think a lot of people really don't like Tree, but they just tolerate her, for whatever reason, because I guess they don't want to ostracize her. But I guess it's come to pass where Tree and Bree don't see it for each other. And like I said, I think sometimes Tree just what is it? Get along to get along, or gets along to get along, and all this other stuff, and try to siphon numbers and views off of other people. And yeah, so now Tree is trying to call out Bree for the whole Rita situation. Now Tree is trying to take up Rita's calls and you did that wrong. Why you knew that copyright was the wrong name? You're wrong. I'm all about the truth. I was like, what? You said you all about the truth. I was like, what? I had to look at I was like, wait a damn minute. I was like, did she say she truth my butt? Oh my God. Oh, I was like, what? So whatever they got going on. So she's now trying to cape for Rita and say that Rita. I don't get that. I really don't understand these taking up other people's battles and then they fall out. And I don't know. Tracy's like the YouTube wannabe friend. She want to be friends with everybody, but then she want to place their moderators and they can't. Don't you see that? Wherever Tracy go, she like lay the egg. And it's like she laid an egg, or Carrie Cecil to lay the egg, or China Doll. Because wherever she go, then everybody got to become, have their moderators, right? It's the weird thing. Clyde Diva. Tracy come over, and guess what happened? China Doll got to become a moderator. Carrie Cecil. Same thing with Rico. Come over to Rico. Then guess who moderator? It's just the weirdest. Same thing with Ibe. Came over there. Then where she laid the eggs. She just laid the 2 eggs. Carrie Cecil and China. It's just like, what? It's just weird. It's like she comes. Oh Lord, it's just weird. She gotta lay the egg, like just dropping the eggs everywhere, and then you gotta take up the burden of her moderators. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. Oh Lord, it's just wow. So yeah. So Tree and Bree are no longer, I guess, in sync with each other, and now she's taking up for Rita and all this other stuff. Like she's like, you do people wrong. Raw. I'm all about righteousness. I'm like, okay, if you say so. That's just a weird situation. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, Black Girls Code says Tracy's been shading Bree. She's probably jealous of Bree. Probably jealous. A lot of that has to do with a lot of jealousy as well. Rosie Golight says it was a one-sided YouTube ship. Okay. And Black Girls Code says Tracy is hoping to get some of Jay Wilson views. Tracy has transactional friendships. I agree. That whole thing with Jay Wilson, let's make peace, please. I was like, okay, all right. You said that you would never, ever, 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 ever. Now all of a sudden you want to make up after your pages are gone. I bet you if your pages were still here, you wouldn't make up with him, would you? Hell no to the no. Oh, this is my commentary and analysis. That's all. Landon Brown says Tracy is really mad with Bree because Bree won't go along with the lie that you What? I ain't never doxed that girl. I don't care where that girl lives. Like, trust and believe. I don't care. Like, she knows who's putting that information. Like, when we get started. Like, it's a lot of weird YouTube relationships on this thing. It's weird. Like, how you keep caping for somebody who you know was doing it. Like, I never doxed that girl. I don't have no reason to do so. Like, it ain't like that. Like, She lies so much. This is a lie. But she says she always tell the truth, but all she do is lie. And I think she has selective amnesia too, because like you did say what you said, now you want to have selective. How can you lost Pizarro over that whole comment? So how can you forget what you said? I don't get it. Anyway, let's move on. Lady Nika. So yeah, I was over in Lady Nika, just popped in and popped out, but she did say something. She said something about this area. She says that she's been all over the YouTube, and she says never before. She says this area is something really unique because it's a small community to have the outward support that it has on a consistent basis. And I think I was touching on this earlier, where I've been looking at different people and everything, and it's not the same. I feel this is the only place where nobody's got like no 100K subscribers, but they get consistent support beyond maybe the clicks and the views and consistent. And it's just really something to be amazed by. You know what I mean? Like nobody really got no celebrity endorsement. Nobody really propping them up like that to regain that support and things like that. So she was right on that. And she said, she's been all over. And the other thing that was kind of crazy about what she said was that other people from different areas are now trying to come over here and things like that because they see what's going on. So I do think she had a great point in that. And, I reflected on that point. I was like, you know what? Because I did go around. I was trying to venture out to other areas, and not many people hold panels and things like that from what I've seen. And if they do hold panels, then it's a lot of debauchery and stuff from what I've seen. Or they're really dealing with something, a specific area that you really can't branch into, like stocks and stuff like that. Or they have their consistent 5 people that they speak to on a regular basis, and they're not going to let just anyone up there and things like that. Or you really got to be really interested in what they're talking about. So for this area to have the consistent amount of support that it does and things like that, she was right. And without the endorsement from a celebrity or politician or somebody else like that, it is truly unique. So yeah, so enjoy it while it lasts. But good point, Lady Nika. Let me see what you're saying. No, I don't do no doxing or nothing like that. I don't know. People try to spin that whole thing on me. It was kind of sad that they were like, "Oh, you work behind the scenes." I don't work behind the scenes, to be honest with you. Do I communicate with the people of Avatar Nation? Yeah, but I don't communicate with any content creators on a regular. I rarely communicate with any content creators on the regular at all. So no, I don't do that at all. So people lie. And I tell one people, like, if you're gonna say something, show it. Like, you gotta have receipts. If there's tangible evidence of someone doing something, then do it. But the whole thing, when I was over there, Joyce, I was kind of disappointed in her to say that to me. But I know where it was coming from because I know she sits on the panels with people or a particular person who was spreading that lie consistently. Well, there was 2 people over there, and it's a lie. I mean, what proof do you have? What evidence have I shown that I've done that? You don't have any, because I don't do it. I haven't even presented such. I mean, just because I can research things and tell you about, Google what YouTube checks and all this other stuff, and I don't do that. That's not consistent. I mean, with what I do, and I sure as hell ain't gonna let nobody on here know, because everybody talk, everybody set everybody up. But that's not. I mean, I'm too busy for that, to be honest with you. I just don't, and I don't roll that way. I'm not that interested in nobody like that, to be honest with you. So I just wish the lies would stop, and stop saying I do stuff behind the scenes. Like, just because I show up with somebody with an interview, who y'all could have got the same interview, but you guys were thinking about ratting and telling on people rather than trying to get to know the artist or whoever about who they are, and not about what the current situation at hand is. I mean, don't fault me for that. I mean, we're all different. We all choose what we decide to do with the platform that we have. So worry about y'all and stop lying on me. All right. Next thing is Stereo. I mean, if you I spoke about the situation with Stereo. Y'all know if you were there. So Stereo has opened it up to multiple people on their platform, and you don't have to just have 2 people up there. So, Stereo is evolving. They've got some more improvements to do, and that's pretty much it. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. I'm gonna drop the link if you want to feel free to come up and tell us what you think about what you got going on. Other than that, I will wrap it up. I just want to say thank you all to my great supporters. And as we do, as always, we want to say thank you to those who have helped the platform grow in the many ways in which it has. And I just want to say thank you.
I want to say thank you for being in my life. I appreciate you and I'm grateful. Glad that you're here with me, saying thank you for being in my life.
All right, that's great, Donna. I'm glad to see you updated the stereo correctly. So, congratulations. All right, thank you. Yeah, if you want to follow me on stereo, that's my link there. So, um, feel free to follow me on stereo as well. What's up, Philly T? I hope you're doing well. And everything is great. Thank you once again. That was the one and only Philly T that you heard singing. Let's play it one time for the one time.
I want to say thank you for being in my life. I appreciate you and I'm grateful. Glad that you're here with me, saying thank you for being in my life.
All right, thank you once again, Philly T. What's up, Spicy and Philly? How you doing? Probably didn't get your notification because probably I used up all my notifications too much. 24 out here, I guess. I don't know. But it's okay. I mean, it's fine. I know this is an unconventional hour in which I have come in, but I just wanted to give my insights about some of the latest developments and things like that. Oh, thank you, Rosie Golali. Thank you so much for the gesture. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rosie Golali. You are definitely a light in Avatar Nation.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Thank you, Rosie. That's right. Donna says thank you, Rosie. So thank you. Donna, I'm not really worried about the notifications to be honest with you. I just know like I've been doing a lot with the whole Kwame situation and I've been experimenting with the whole shorts thing and things like that. So that's taking up my allotment of notifications and things like that. So I'm not too worried about that. I know a lot of people catch me on the replay, so I'm not too worried. I mean, the people who I always say, the people who are supposed to hear the message will hear the message, and things like that. So, but yeah, but I'm not too worried about it. Um, that's why I've come to. Sometimes we want things to happen like that. Let me leave that on. But let me just say, sometimes things have happened on here that was truly a blessing, even though you didn't want them to happen. They happened, and I was thankful that it happened because it rarely happens to me, but it happened to the right thing. And yeah, so I'm speaking subliminally, but you know. All right, feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think if you so choose to. Other than that, I will keep it moving. I will speak to you guys for a couple more minutes, and then I'll keep it pushing. Let me see what time it is. I may go to stereo real quick. If anybody wants to join me over there, but other than that, hey, what's up, Miss All Star? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So let me go to stereo real quick. What's up, JQ the Leo? How you doing? We've been missing you. We've been missing you, but I know everything is ramping back up where you are. So congratulations to you on that, and I'm sure you're enjoying the back to normal. So what's up, JQ the Leo? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping on by. All right, thank you, Philly T, for your support of the channel as well. So I want to say thank you for you being so Philly and nice to Avatar Nation. Yeah. So thank you so much, Philly T, for your amazing support of Avatar Nation as well. Thank you.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again, thank you so much, Philly T. Let me play your favorite song, Philly T, because I want to say thank you.
I want to say thank you for being in my life. I appreciate you and I'm grateful. Glad that you're here with me, saying thank you for being in my life.
Yes, that song is by the one and only Philly T. Donna H says, Philly T, you have a beautiful voice. I didn't realize that was you singing until recently. So, yes, that is the one and only Philly T with her amazing voice. We also had JQ the Leo sing the song as well. So, we have many people from Avatar Nation sing that song. And currently is right now Philly T with her amazing voice. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Philly T, for lending your voice to the thank you song. Oh, you're welcome, JQ the Leo. You're welcome. All right. For those who are coming in late, I'm gonna give you a brief overview of what we spoke about. Because I do appreciate you guys coming in. We talked about Kwame Brown. I've been uploading a lot of Kwame Brown videos because that is what's going on in the YouTube. A lot of people talk about that. I don't think it's going to continue because Kwame Brown seems to be kind of like just retreating a little bit because he was for the sake of peace and things like that. I don't think he wants us to continue. So, but you never know. He may continue continue up or keep it up. It's Sunday, so he was really toned down today. I think maybe because it was Sunday, or he may bring it back up on Monday. So you never know. But he's definitely talking some truth. He was talking about black youth coding and why athletes are paid more than teachers and things like that. It was I think I put a short up. I was experimenting with some shorts today. So like I said, that may be why I may have used up my allotment today for the videos, and some of the videos got confused with shorts and stuff like that. So, all right, Houston Bread. I was talking about Houston Bread. Houston Bread was someone that was used to be over here. Now she's over with Jay Dunn. I was just saying, Houston Bread, please be careful of your attachment with Jay Dunn because she's known to have, get very attached to people that support her. And when you try to pull away, she has an issue. I don't care. It's not my issue. I shouldn't be speaking about the matter, but I just thought, wait a minute. This person is going on other platforms to support Jay Dunn and things like that and taking her defense. And while, somewhat coming across as seeming as she is neutral, I'm just letting her be careful. Be careful because when you try to get away, she won't let you go away. All right. Next thing we got the demonetized YouTube worker. Pretty much we're talking about Kwame. Kwame said her page got demonetized and things like that. Now, since she works for Google and Google works for her, she should have no problem with getting that reinstated when she walks into the corporate offices tomorrow. There's a lot of show revelations that have been coming out. Some people are saying that Fabe got paid $2K. A lot of people who are saying they would never be associated with the show say maybe they have a price, maybe $6K, maybe $10K. Who knows? But they say, hey, they're not done with the show. It's just because they got to pay. And we're not talking about pay. We're just talking about the pay them. So that's what I want to say about that. So there's a lot of other stuff that came out. What else I said that came out? They said maybe Rico's coming to maybe, do with 5A. That was just alleged over there. Things like that. So be tuned. Maybe if they open up the wallet, those people will show, and it'll be maybe an epic show with a lot of fight. All right. So let me see. And then they may need security because a lot of people want to mollywop everybody and fight everybody. So they definitely need some security because I know that the Bellagio or whatever, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But also they may need some bail money, even though they said that the show wasn't going to bail nobody out and things like that. So I don't know. Maybe a lot of people got to come with a baseball bat and mace and a bulletproof vest. I don't know. Next up, we got Tree versus Bree. Tree, is not supporting Bree and vice versa and things like that. I don't think that was ever a true YouTube ship, as they say. And now it's coming out. So, Lady Nika, all I say about Lady Nika is that she was saying that this area of YouTube is very unique because of the amount of support that we get and for it to be such a small area that a lot of people have a lot of diehard supporters and things like that. And it's really a unique situation considering that a lot of people over here don't get any celebrity shout outs or endorsements and things like that. So, and then Stereo, like I said, Stereo revamped, updated where you can have multiple people on a live. All right. So that's the rundown. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Overstar. What's up, Bella Rose? How you doing? Good to see you. Bella Rose says, wow, that's scary. I wouldn't want to be attached to anyone like that. I'm trying to keep my assessment and analysis as neutral as possible. Yeah. Black Girls Code says, I love his channel. Yeah, she's talking about Kwame Brown's channel. So it's been very interesting. And he's been speaking a lot of truth about the stars that we see on ESPN and things like that. Yeah. It is kind of sad to be considered a bust, but you were able to stay 13 years in the league when there's people that haven't been able to stay 3. So, they're definitely trying to abuse him. So, Rosie Golida says he's gotten out most of what he's been holding. I think he's got a lot more, especially with the stories that he can tell. I think he could tell a lot. I want to hear things, and I know he's never gonna talk about Michael Jordan, but I want to hear some other stuff like Phil Jackson, He's not gonna talk about Kobe Bryant, but it's a bunch of other things he could talk about. Things like that. You can talk about his rivalries with other people. It'll be good to hear those kind of stories. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Thank you so much to those who support the platform, such as Rosie Golightly and Billy T. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, so feel free to join us over on Stereo. Let me check something real quick. Anything else? Anybody else got any other questions? So we can keep it moving. We can keep it moving. We can keep it moving. All right. All right. Thank you as well, Donna, for your gesture too. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your amazing support regarding Avatar Nation. All right. Anything else, y'all? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Any other grievances that you may have? Anything you want to say? Yes, follow me on Stereo. We will be speaking over there briefly after this live. You can come up and chime in about anything that you've seen going on. I ask that you please keep the messages short because we do have a lot of engagement. We do have a lot of engagement over there, and we try to get through the messages. I don't never like to cut off anybody's message because I think that's very disrespectful. If the person left the time to leave the message, obviously they wanted for you to hear it, but we got to keep the messages at least 30 seconds. I know they give you a minute, but those minutes pile up, and we have a lot of messages, especially if you want us to give you your feedback, because I know a lot of people are perturbed by the fact and when they leave a message, but nobody comments on it. But I just ask you to keep the messages short. So that we can get through as many messages as possible because we have outstanding engagement over there. Okay. Let me see. Q the reason says, why was Q demonetized? I think Q was demonetized because of the language in which she was using. We know that she has such, language that she feels that she can say but she says that she's a Google employee. So I know they have a standard code of conduct, which she probably is in violation of. Yeah, so I think she was demonetized because of her language. I think YouTube is going around trying to clean up their platform, and their priorities probably monetize channels that are not consistent with their monetization program. Because if you don't know, a while back, I think before Christmas or before the end of the new year, they came out with some language where they were saying that they could put videos even on channels that are not part of their partner program and things like that. So I think this may be something dealing with that, where they're going through and they'll say, hey, we're looking at videos that are not advertiser friendly, and we don't want to ever put our advertiser in the position of having their product promoted on a channel that's not consistent with their value and mission. So, yeah. So I don't think they're playing. And she says she will not be censored. She said, I will not be censored. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, so. Now she's saying, oh, they better not take the money. They better give the money back. Well, you were in violation of their rules, so they may keep the money, to be honest with you, rather than going through the process of doling it back out and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know about that, but maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're obligated to in that way because they did give it to you. You just were not you just were not acting consistently with their rules and policy. But hey, you're the Google employee. I mean, all right. Anything else, y'all? That's it. And I will close down the program. But thank you once again to Donna H. Thank you so much to Rosie Go Likely. And thank you so much to Philly T for their support of the channel. All right. No, you good. You're good. I came on late. I just wanted to give, I know a lot of people, like I said, I've been experimenting with that whole thing, Kwame situation, and I wanted to get people alive real quick, and that's it. So, Mr. All-Star says, and that's not cool, give back the money. Like I said, I can't speak on that situation. I don't know what they do, but I think they keep it, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak on that. So I really can't speak on it. I don't know. But I think they keep it because that person wasn't in accordance with the program. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Sorry. I can't tell you. Maybe they'll give it back. I don't know. But I mean, you weren't. It's different when it comes to subscriptions than when it comes to, like I said, I really can't tell you. It'll be ill-informed for me to speak on that situation. I mean, but, Kwani, if you're listening, you can speak to the YouTube assistant and they'll tell you they got something in the YouTube studio if somebody wants to run and tell and drop bones to Kwame, they have something in the back with the YouTube studio where you can chat with a YouTube representative, and they could tell you what will happen to the money. So, but yeah, that's the best answer I can give to Kwame to address the speculation. All right, y'all. Anything else? That's it. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. I'll see some of you guys on stereo. I won't be there too long. I don't think I got something I got to do, but just wanted to touch base with the people, see what you got to say. All right, on that note, thank you guys so much. Please feel free to thumbs up the live. Please feel free to subscribe. And if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to the Insomnia Fund at $ Sir King Crown, if you so choose to. If we're helping you get through your day, your work shift, or ignore your snoring spouse, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. All right, on that note, I'm going to be headed on out. I appreciate you all, and take care. Bye, y'all.
Baby, listen, I got my life. Now that is entertainment.
Avatar Nation.